Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk to you about a page builder component, and that is called the listing block. So each theme has a different amount of listing blocks. The design are different for each theme. However, regardless of your purchase theme, the process that we're going to go through right now pretty much fits every theme aside from a few minor adjustments that can be theme specific. So in our case, let's just go ahead and select a listing type 4, and we will unfold our settings. Now you start off with 4 tabs at the top. In some cases you may also have a mobile tab. Once again, this depends on the theme and the design of the listing block. So you generally start off with the initial tab, and here you get to choose the type of content you want to showcase. This can be galleries or blog posts. Further down, you have the option to specify which categories you want to showcase within the following page. You can select multiple categories within the following area. You can also remove categories. Now, if you leave the following field blank, this page will display every single category available within your blog posts or your galleries. Further, you get to choose the amount of posts per page, once again, galleries or blog posts. You then head on over to the specific tab where you'll find the settings specific to the layout that you selected. So you scroll further down, and here are several options for you to adjust. Now, a lot of these will boil down to color adjustments, font styles, maybe certain overlay colors, and so forth. Within our specific example, we have the option to select the content width, and we have a percentage definition here, which means that it'll take up 80%, 100%, or 50% of the following page width. You then scroll further down to the elements color, where you can choose a different color if that's required. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what an elements color is, this is basically all of the text that appears within your block of content. Further down, we have the option to select our overlay color. So once you hover over a blog post or a gallery, it does have an overlay, so you can adjust that as well. Then we have the option to adjust the gap between our items, between our blog posts or galleries. Further down, we have the option to select or change the font styles for our titles, for our category fonts, date font, and so forth. And then of course we do have the option to enable or disable categories, enable or disable date, and so forth. Now of course, if you disable date, all of the options within the date settings will disappear, so that's just something that you should be aware of. And then finally, at the bottom, we have the option to select our border lines color. So you click here if you want to change it to a different color, or you leave it at default, which is black. Okay, so this is just a quick overview of the settings that we have within this specific layout. Once again, the options may change depending on the layout that you select above. Heading over to the margins area, this is all pretty simple here. You simply add additional padding basically at the top and at the bottom of your block of content. Then you can also add additional padding on mobile devices if that is required. Heading over to the miscellaneous tab, you can choose whether or not you want to hide certain blocks on mobile devices or on desktop devices, so you can enable or disable that. And then of course assign block IDs, and this is for mainly creating one-page websites, so we'll not get into the details of the following structure, as this does require a separate tutorial. So overall, this is the entire process of how to use our listing blocks. I hope everything makes sense in the following video. Once again, just keep in mind that regardless of your theme, the very core and generics that we went over through right now will apply, aside from maybe a few minor details that are specific to that block of content. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys around later.